So this is the final video of this 4-part series, and we're going to be touching on the creative shoot for ATHLETESIA and then also what's coming up for 2027. I believe that's it. But yeah, see if anything else is thrown in there. So over to you, Kesheba.
Thank you. Okay, let's dig in. So, oh my goodness, the venue. When you showed me the venue for the creative shoot, jaw was on the floor. You know, I can't stop thinking about the stairs, the stairs and the windows. And then when you told me that people actually live there and rent out, tell me the story. Like, how did you find this venue? How did you get the venue?
Yeah, oh my gosh. So this is a big story. So it was, and I'll find the date and put it on screen, but there was this one Monday, I was like, okay, Danielle, you need to find a venue for this creative shoot. Like, you've been sitting on this, you need to find it. So I sat there for the entire day looking for venues. So the platforms that I use are Scouty, and then I went to Peerspace. And then when I went to Peerspace, that's where I found it. And when I saw it, I was like, hold on a minute. No, and by the way, let me take a step back, because I remember I was looking for spaces and I shared Monday thoughts, because it was a Monday, that I shared my Instagram stories. And I had basically said, I'll put it on screen because I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was along the lines of, I'm trying to do something that seems impossible right now, because I was looking for this unicorn venue that would house everything that I had envisioned for the creative shoot. And I was like, this is impossible. Like, you can find tons of studios, you can find homes, but they're not big enough. And I'm like, I want people to breathe and go around. And then eventually it got towards the end of the day. And bear in mind, I was at my desk like the entire day. I think I got up and made breakfast and like ate at my desk. And I found the venue. And I was like, what the hell? This is incredible. It's so beautiful. It is massive. This is exactly what I've been looking for. Like, this is the unicorn. And then I looked at what it would have cost.
Take that back.
I looked at the cost for the number of hours that we need it for. And I was like, I can't afford that. That's the reality. I can't afford that. Like, I don't have, and let me reframe that. I don't have the budget for that. I cannot afford that right now, right? That, just to shift that, I cannot afford that right now. So I actually reached out to the person and I said, look, I said, hi, hope all is well. This is my name. I left my full-time job on this full-time career on this date to go all in on my business. Here's a little bit about my business. Would you be open to being flexible on the hourly rate? Happy to share links with you, etc. She came back to me and she said, I love what you're doing. Can you share your links with me? Shared the links with her. We connected on Instagram and she goes, I absolutely love it. Love your passion. Email me. And what she done for me and ATHLETESIA is an absolute blessing. And one part of the story that I can't miss out is when I had messaged her, I sat there and I had a conversation with God and I said, it's in your hands. And at that point, I thought, Danielle, you've done enough today. Like, go and eat, go and have dinner. And she messaged me back, and we were able to come to an arrangement. And it was something that was manageable within the budget that I have. And I'm so grateful to her for the fact that she saw the vision and she believes in ATHLETESIA and what's being done, and she supported it in that way. So I seriously cannot wait for everybody to see and experience everything that is planned for this creative shoot.
How special.
Yeah.
How special. I can feel the energy from that interaction that you've had with her. And I love how kind of you think outside of the box. Because oftentimes if someone else saw that and they thought, can't afford that, but I love it, they'd go, well, I'm just going to have to let this one go. But you were like, I am going to find a way to get the thing I need and the thing that I want. And you did it. And also credit to you, because you shared links, she saw what you were sharing on social, and that has pushed her to make a decision. So you being yourself and, being audacious in what you do, has single-handedly given you your creative shoot that you need to really get ATHLETESIA off the ground and into people, onto people and onto women. So it's so exciting.
I know. I'm so excited about the creative shoot, and I don't want to give too much away in this video, to be honest with you. I want people to experience it when it comes out. But you've seen the brief, and obviously the creative team is all in place and all the women are in place. And all I'm going to say is that it's the story that's yet to be told. The story that's yet to be told. Like that's what this is. And I feel that there is another side that we're not seeing. Anytime we see these kind of shoots, we have, people in the gym, people with weights, people with yoga mats. We already know what the products are for. We don't need to do that. So why do we continue to repeat that? And so this is being done very, very differently. So I'm really excited and interested to see how it's going to go down and how people are going to digest it and what they're going to think about it. But it's very different for sure. It's very different. And you can let me know, like, you've seen all the details for it.
It's so different. And I think, well, it was going to be, though, Danielle, because it's you. Like, it was going to be different. I think ATHLETESIA is so different to what is on the market. It's so different to the way that we all these discussions, we're obviously in our fourth discussion, in the way that we're marketed to as women, in the way that we're looked after as women, is the way that we're spoken to, the mindset, everything is so different. So this is going to be no different to that. It's going to be such a powerful day and such an impactful day. And I can't wait just to see it all come together. Like, I'm just so excited.
I know, seriously, it's going to be amazing. And the vision it's massive. The vision that I've got is massive. Like you've seen that. And I'm just like, wow, I believe that we can pull this off and have the impact that it needs to. And this isn't just for the women who are part of it. This is for all women. And this is for the ATHLETESIA woman. Like, this is going to be connecting directly with her, and she's going to know it from the moment she sees it.
Powerful. Like, so, yeah. She's going to know it from the moment she sees it.
Yeah. She's going to know.
Chills. So we've said a little bit here about giving people a peek into the creative shoot and what you're going for. How much can you share with us, and what are you not going to say at all?
Yeah. I think I'll just share what I've shared so far, to be honest, because at the end of July, we're filming this the 2nd of July. So by the end of July, people will start to see it come out, and I'm excited. I am excited. So yeah.
Why does it matter to get it right?
Do you know, getting it right, I probably would say not so much about getting it right. It's more about being able to create and do something that makes a connection. So where I mentioned about the ATHLETESIA woman is going to see it and she's going to be like, this is for me. And that's really what's so important to make sure comes across. It's that piece more so than everything else. I don't expect the day to go according to plan, regardless of how mapped out I have everything. But I think, with the final of it, and as long as it does what it needs to, like that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that'll be interesting, because obviously super organized Danielle. Lots of people that I've never met before.
Yeah.
Because it's a new team, it's new people. Have you worked with anyone? I know you've obviously worked with me previously, but with the creative, everyone else on part of the creative shoot team?
No.
They're all new.
Yeah, all new. And Hannah, who's the econ photographer, I know of her because I wanted to have a shoot with her and still do. But I thought, let's put this at the forefront for now. And it's going to be interesting. But I feel like everyone's going to come together as they need to, especially because it's kind of like everybody has a role in terms of, right, this is what you've got, this is what you've got, this is what you've got. And it's going to be me buzzing around like a madwoman, and you getting all of that. And you also getting me in the moments where maybe it's like, hold on a minute, Danielle, this is happening how it needs to. And seeing how I deal with that in reality.
I'm excited because I guess we can share a little bit about that. But my role on the day is obviously to show the behind the scenes of you interacting with everyone. Well, we're not obviously not doing the welcome, but you just kind of interact with everyone, speaking to the women, making sure that everything's fitting them right, making sure they're happy and comfortable, making sure that this is shot there and that's shot there, and just the whole. It'll be cool because we'll be seeing your brain in real life. It'll be seeing your baby in real life, what you've worked so hard on in real life. So it's all very exciting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You sure? You're like, yeah.
No, it is for sure.
It really is. You've said community is at the forefront. What does that actually mean?
Yeah, I think we spoke about it in part one a bit, but you know, community, I feel it's one of those things that became a buzzword, but community for Athletesia is at the heart of absolutely everything. And so where I mentioned before, you know, it's about the women who are Athletesia, who are part of Athletesia. It's not about me. And so I've always made it very, very clear, you will not see me as part of the creative shoot. I do not wish to be at the forefront or the face of the brand. I honestly cannot wait to not be on the Athletesia page, if you want me to be frank. And what I mean by that, I want to be clear. Of course, I'll pop up now and again with stuff because it's important, because that's what people also, also, you know, connect with. But at the same time, I don't want to be that person who it's like, oh my God, that's the main front person. Like, no, for the creative shoot and having the women on the page, oh my days, I cannot wait to fill the page with women who are Athletesia. I cannot wait. Even when it launches and when people start purchasing and they're sharing pictures and all the rest of it, I cannot wait to have them on the page. Like, seriously, it's going to be the best thing ever. And so when it comes to, you know, community, that's what community is for me. It's about connecting and building relationships with those women as well. You know, on the updates that I send out, more so on a monthly basis, you know, being really open and transparent about what's happening and what they need to know, etc. Being able to reach out to them and connect with them directly. I connect with the women on so many different things. If it's their birthday, I'm up in their DMs. If it's, you know, something that, if their child has been sick, I'm up in their DMs. If it's their anniversary, I'm up in their DMs, or I'm on their post on Instagram. Like, that's the relationship that we're building. It is a community. And eventually, at some point, when it gets to a certain stage, there will then be someone who takes over that, because I'm not going to be able to maintain that myself. But I will always, always maintain that connection of being like, you know, this is a space where you can connect with me as a founder, and I want to hear from you, and I want your feedback, and I want your comments. So there's an idea that I'm thinking of as to how I can do that when it launches, that keeps my inbox safe in the sense of doesn't get too crazy. So that's something that I'm going to be sharing with people on the email list as well. And so community is at the heart of Athletesia, and that is the women who are and part of the community. They are Athletesia, bottom line. I don't, you know, you would know this. I've said it before. Every single shoot will be women from the community. They will have the opportunity to be part of the shoot. I will not be hiring any models or anything like that, any professional models or anything like that. It will be women from the community.
Which I can see now in a year's time when you're on a podcast and they say, we've seen your shoots, and no one, you know, you haven't got models from a roster. You've got women that are actually engaged with you in your community.
Exactly.
I think that really sets you apart.
Yeah. And it's, you know, and I say professional models because I'm not going to an agency at the end of the day. You know, I see women who have supported Athletesia and all the rest of it. And it's like, this is an opportunity. I would love for you to be part of this. And I want to be able to have more opportunities for people to be embedded in the brand, but also opportunities for Athletesia to support them with what they may choose to do in life as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool to meet them all and see how they found Athletesia and how they've interacted with you and how they will know you. Because, like I said, you are the type of person that I think you are the same person you are online as you are in person. And so it'll be interesting to see how, everyone responds to meeting you and seeing you and, you know, just being in your presence, because I think that you have this energy about you that really helps people to feel like they can do things and, yeah, it'll be good to see these women feel like that. And
I honestly, I can't wait to meet them, because obviously some of them I've met them from when the Fitch session was in December, but some of them I've built relationships with them on social media. I've been, oh my gosh, you're real, like you're here in
you're a
person.
person.
You know, so that's going to be so dope. So I cannot wait. And that's why I said to you, I don't want to film that part. You know, I very much want that to be, you know, just us vibing and connecting without, you know, any cameras.
Cameras.
So yeah.
I'll stay away.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking ahead to 2027, what does the brand look like if it goes the way that you want? And what does the team look like by then?
Yeah, I think, look, from a team perspective, definitely someone who's supporting with TikTok, like I mentioned, to be able to build and grow that, because I don't want to. And also,
Okay.
and then also, you know, I think from a legal and compliance perspective, depending on how things go, I would say maybe Q3, Q4 is looking at, you know, do I have someone who supports with that, like a day a week or, you know, a couple of days a month or what have you, to make sure that is all in place, because it's a big piece of work. And then also definitely having someone supporting potentially from a finance perspective, even if it's ad hoc. I've got someone now, I need to actually link in with him and be like, look, we need to get on a call. But probably those are the parts that I see being most important. But, you know, I don't know, let's see, we'll have another conversation in 2027 and replay this and see where we are and, you know, how things are unfolded, because I think that will be really interesting. I think from a product perspective, and I kind of gave a little bit of an inkling, is that is, I've put it this way, I have an amazing manufacturer. I have additional manufacturers in Portugal. So the activewear sports bra and leggings is coming in 2027. I'm happy to share that. And so that will be probably maybe February, March time in Q1 of 2027. And that's going to be done, you know, differently. But there's something else that I'm looking at as well. Let's just say it's ATHLETESIA elevated, if that's the right word. So yeah. That's what I'll say on that front. It's ATHLETESIA elevated. And yeah, I'm excited about exploring that.
You're always leveling up, aren't you? Always leveling up.
So yeah, well, you know, step by step, stage by stage. But yeah, my mind is looking ahead to 2027 for sure.
How exciting.
Yes.
How exciting. Well, that's the end of my questions.
Oh my gosh.
We've been through a journey.
I know, but look, thank you so much as well for, you know, being here with me today and obviously, you know, doing this creative shoot, content shoot, and then also for asking all of these questions, because I really just wanted to be able to give everybody, you know, you watching this right now, like a different insight to me and a different lens, from a different perspective, a different lens that I can't necessarily, you know, always do by myself. So it's nice to have somebody to ask the questions. And yeah, I'm just so excited about what's ahead, being more consistent on YouTube as much as I possibly can. I think I tend to have like 1 or 2 week gaps. I try to, you know, be good with, so it's not too long of a gap. But as I always say, like, please, if there is any content that you want to see or anything that you want to know or learn, like, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments, you know, DM me on Instagram. Kesheba will know I get back to absolutely everyone.
I don't know how.
I get back to everyone. And so I will definitely come back to you. But again, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. If you found this series useful, any specific videos, please feel free to share them. Well, please share them with a friend or, you know, whatever the case may be. But more importantly, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this is the first time that I'm saying this, but if you are not on the ATHLETESIA waiting list, like, what the heck are you waiting for? Like, get on the ATHLETESIA waiting list, because my gosh, it's going to be super dope. I've got so many different things planned. And so I really would love for you to be part of it. And if you're a guy and you're like, yeah, but you don't do men's yet, like, share it with your people who are women, who are interested in ATHLETESIA, who would resonate. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to put a pop-up for all of the videos actually about getting on the waiting list, because I can't believe I missed it. Business 101. Anyway. Thank you so much, and I shall see you soon.
See you later. Amazing.
Right, switch shoes.
I mean, if you're a man, it's really simple. You sign up and you buy it for your partner.